Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Marvin Umake. I am one of the students in Doctor in Business Administration. My study entitled Emotional Biases as Mediator between Financial Literacy, Digital Financial Inclusion, and Investment Decisions of Bank Clients in Davao Region, a structural equation modeling approach. The introduction or the problem of the study or GOP. Investment decision-making is a complex process influenced by financial literacy, financial inclusion, emotional biases, and social economic factors. In Davao City, poor and middle-class bank clients often hesitate to invest due to limited financial knowledge and negative past experiences, leading them to rely on professional advice before making risky financial decisions. Estrada et al. 2022. While existing literature emphasizes the importance of financial literacy in fostering better investment outcomes, according to Bagama 2024 and Adil et al. 2022, it frequently overlooks the critical mediating role of emotional biases that can distort rational judgment, according to Ansari and Moyd 2013, Amid et al. 2021, and Ang et al. 2023. Despite increasing attention to financial education, very few students specifically examine how emotional biases interact with financial literacy and digital financial inclusion to influence the investment decisions of bank clients. This creates a notable gap, particularly regarding the behavioral dynamics of bank clients in Davao region. Therefore, this study seeks to explore emotional biases as mediating factor between financial literacy and investment decision making among bank clients, contributing to a deeper understanding of the cognitive and emotional barriers to responsible investing. The rationale. Number one, personal motivation. As a former banker and now a financial instructor in financial management, I have witnessed the firsthand how investment decisions are influenced not only by the level of financial knowledge, but also by the emotions of the clients. During my years in banking, I encountered clients who, despite being financially literate, made investment choices driven by fear or loss or having overconfidence or the peers in their influence. Okay, so these personal observations of mine really inspired me to investigate further to interplay between financial literacy, uh, digital financial inclusion, and emotional biases, particularly in the region of Davao, and where banking opportunities and services are growing. And this study is motivated by my own desire to understand how emotional factors affect the rational decisions and to contribute insights that may help the clients, financial advisors, and institutions, especially right now that I am part of the academic industry, to make more informed investment decision choices. And especially I am anchoring as well the behavioral management. Next, we have here is the career relevance. This research is highly relevant to my career, both as a former banker and as a financial management educator. For the banking sector, understanding the mediating role of emotional bias really can enhance the design of client advisory services, product offering, and other offers we can do in our clients, not only the knowledge gap, but also the behavioral tendencies. So for academ as well, this study also offers an opportunity to enrich our classroom by integrating the real world about behavioral finance insight into traditional financial management theories. So by bridging the theory and practice, and I am aiming as well to prepare future finance professionals to recognize and manage both technical and emotional aspect of investment decision making. And third, we have here is the academic relevance. Okay. So from an academic standpoint, this study contributes to the growing body of literature on behavioral finance by examining the mediating role of emotional biases, which intervene the decision-making process of the bank clients as mentioned. And employing the same approach, it will strengthen the academic contribution as well as it not only um quantifies the relationship of the variables, but this will lead us to a conclusion and where this would provide a valuable information in academic world. So let's proceed to slide 4. Why I chose this study. For personal, I saw how like I've mentioned, I saw how emotions often override knowledge in client investment or bank clients, which inspired me to study this the behavior further for the career as well. This study connects my banking experience and teaching role, helping me to provide insight that are very useful in both financial institution and my students. And for academics or academe, it contributes to the behavioral finance literature by examining how emotional biases mediate the financial literacy, digital financial inclusion, and investment decision behavior in the Philippine context, specifically the Davao region. On our fifth slide is the UN Sustainable Development, UN Sustainable Development Goals or the SDG. I'm sorry. This study is anchored in three SDG goal. SDG, the SDG 8, which talk about the um decent work and economic growth, and by emphasizing the role of financial literacy and digital financial inclusion in enhancing the banking experience of our clients. This will empower individuals with financial knowledge and access to digital financial services and awareness of emotional biases, which could contribute to more informed investment behaviors, leading to inclusive and sustainable economic growth. So, this research is also supported with SDG number 9, the industry, innovation, and infrastructure, and by highlighting the importance of digital platforms in financial technology innovations, specifically driving the financial accessibility. And last is the SDG number 10, which reduce the inequalities through the measurement or by addressing the disparities in financial participation across different client groups, most particularly in Davao region. The major objectives of the study. The primary objective is to study um to study and examine the mitigating effect of emotional biases on the relationship between financial literacy and um financial literacy, digital financial inclusion, and investment decision behavior of bank client in Davao region using the same approach. And the second objective to apply the SEM or structural equation modeling in testing the relationship and validating the mediating role of emotional biases between financial literacy, digital financial inclusion, and investment decision of bank clients. Oops. Next. So on the next slide is the slide number 7, in where I presented here the two theories. First is the modern portfolio theory, which proposed by Harry Markowitz in 1952, which asserts that investors make rational choices by diversifying their portfolios to maximize expected returns for a given level of risk. And the other one is the behavioral finance theory, contrary to the rational assumptions of the MPT. However, the behavioral finance theory is the support for the modern portfolio theory, as the behavioral finance theory also emphasized the investors are not always are rational, and that psychological factors significantly influence the financial decision. And emotional biases can lead to deviation from rational investment choices. This theory highlights as well, even the financial literate individuals may still make some optimal decisions when influenced by emotions. And by integrating the MPT with behavioral finance theory, this study will also acknowledge that while financial literacy provides the foundation for rational investment behavior, as suggested by the MPT or modern portfolio theory, the actual decision-making process is often mediated by emotional biases, as explained by the behavioral finance. And thus, the investment decision of the bank clients in Davao region as well could be better understood by combining the rational framework of portfolio optimization with a behavioral perspective that accounts for emotional influence. And last is the conceptual framework of the study. Oops. Ayun. And next slide is the conceptual framework of the study, in where this illustrates the hypothesis of the relationship among the variables: financial literacy and digital financial inclusion. This will serve as the independent variable of the study that directly influence the investment decision behavior of bank clients in Davao regions. At the same time, both variables are influenced to the emotional biases as the mediator, and they are expected to shape the bank client's emotional biases, acting as the mediator. And emotional biases as well are hypothesized to to partially or fully mediate the relationship of independent variables and the dependent variable. Thereby, this could highlight the role of behavioral factors in financial decision making, and the framework will be tested and validated using the structural equation modeling or DSEM approach to examine both direct and indirect causal effect. Next slide is the conclusion. The study concludes that financial literacy is vital and investment decision behavior, and this relationship and the relationship is significantly mediated by the emotional biases. Integrating the MPT or modern portfolio theory and behavioral finance theory, the findings would show that rational knowledge and emotional factors could jointly shape the investment choices or the investment decision. And this contributes to the theory by enhancing or enriching the behavioral finance model to practice by guiding banks, educator, investors, addressing both knowledge and behavioral aspect of decision making. That's all. Thank you.